Okay, here's the problem. We got a lot of wooden dowels. The diameters is too big. Some of them they're too big to fit into the hole of the this part. See, the diameter is too thick, and sometimes you have to make it smaller so that it can fit into the hole. So what we did, we at first we built a die like this, and we put this in this hole. It's not in there actually. We just punch that use the mallet and like this, and each of them we have to punch like that and remove that so that see it makes it a little smaller so that it can fit into this hole, right? So each of them we have to punch twice, okay? And well, this is a little smaller, but this side is too thick. So this is not a good option to fix the problem. So what I did, I built a device like this. Let's make this lighter. Okay, so this is a device. I use a hand drill and use a drill bit. I mean, this one is a grinding head. And what I did is I use this to cover the moving part so that it can protect the user. So what I did, I just I use this. See this part, so that when you push here, okay, so I use a lever here. It is a pivot, and use a piece of string to link to here, and this is just a hinge. Okay, so when I push here, it triggers the drill. Okay, at first I use a hand, the foot paddle, so that the rope going down there, so that I can use the foot to control that. I found it a little awkward to work. So I changed to this design so that I can use my belly. See, I use my belly to so, and I built a, here is a bolt, it's a bearing, so that I can use this as a guide, and I use this, for example. Tighter, yeah. So you can see that I use this grinder to make a little see. Oh, sorry, it's awful focus. So that you can see that it's a little thinner, so that it can fit into that hole like this. But the problem that you have to scrape the paint off. It looks really ugly. So the next device I built was this. Brighter. Okay, so this is the device I built recently, and I found it's really works pretty well. And here's the block. I use this. Actually, we built two of them. One is here, one is here. I built into there. So I put this here. Oops, off. So I put it there. It's a little loose, so I use this. Oops, not this one. Somewhere here. Okay, here's the device I built. Here I use one of the die, and here's another one. So I put, oh, I have to remove that. So I put the dowel between this and this and put in the hole, and I just use this part, yeah, push here, see, it's a squeeze, it's a squeeze these two metal parts together so that it can squeeze the dowel into the hole in the die. And after that I use this one, I call it a reliever. I just remove that and remove this part. See, this is how does it look? It's tapered, if you can see clearly, and this side you don't see any, you know, this part is already small, so that's okay. So the next one I'm show you this part there and this part there. Let's focus. Okay, so I move this part together and release that. There we go. See, it's a smaller. Wait, here's another one. Here, this, and this, and remove that. See, I use this one so that it can come off easily, and this part you have to shake a little bit to remove the little dowel. See, let me focus. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so that's how it did. Let me show you another one. So this one there, and this one here, and see, it's set into the, see if you can see it clearly. So this dowel going to that hole, and this side the dowel going to that hole too. So I use this one to move this way to separate that from there. And this side you have to shake a little bit and come off. See, and this side you can see the mark a little bit. This one is it looks much better than the other one, which I use this to grind it. That's see, and it's real dusty. See, a lot of paint scraped off from the wood dowel. Yeah, it's dusty and noisy and slow. This one is much better, much better. Okay, let me show you how I build this. See, I use this one as the, let me remove this part first. Okay, you can see clearly. So here I use the metal bar as the guide so that this piece can slide. See, there's a guide hole there. This guide hole, so that this and this can slide in there in a guide hole. I put a lot of grease there so they can move freely. And this part, I mean this part, this is just like a container, so that this piece can slide in this range. See, I'll take some pictures, show the detail. And this part, let me move the light. Oops, so hot. I don't know if you can see that. See, it's there are holes. So you see that this is the guide bar, and this is another one, and so that this can move only this way won't shake. And here's this and then this. It will, see when you bend this, it will push the metal part in so that you can squeeze that dough into that hole on the metal die. Okay, so sorry about the video. It's not so easy to show the detail. Okay, here I use a piece of wire in the strip, metal strip, to put it there first. Oops. Okay, put in there. Okay, so I use this part to constrain this reliever, so that it will stay in this when I bend it. When I move this part to relieve the separate dowel and the die, and when I release that, it will come back to the normal position. So let me show you again. I'll get another one. So this part in, this part in, see, this part and this part in, and I move this way, and then I use this to separate. See there? Sometimes you have to use the fork, so it's separate here and from there. And this part, you just move that. See? Oops. Let's focus. Okay. See, that's the part. Make it a little smaller so that will fit in there easily. See? Okay, so that's it. I'll take some pictures for you.